Blue Shield of California versus Kaiser for individuals and families, which is primarily covered California these days. 99% of our enrollment goes that direction because we can get subsidies, we can get richer versions of the silver, which gets even better starting in 2025. So in covered California, they both participate. How do we compare them? It really comes down to networks. With Kaiser, you have to stay within a Kaiser network, meaning you have to go to Kaiser hospitals, see Kaiser doctors. It's all one inclusive HMO. Blue Shield, on the other hand, contracts out with private doctors and hospitals, and they do it in two different ways. There are HMO versions and PPO versions. In today's world, the HMO is okay and it's priced competitively to Kaiser's HMO, but really most people who go Shield go for the PPO. They're the last legitimate PPO still on the individual family market. So if you want broader networks, if you want more control over access to care, and if you want some top network hospitals and doctors, Shield PPO may be your only option. For example, UCLA, UCSF, and others. In that case, Shield PPO may be the only option, but it's priced quite a bit more in order to have this flexibility and access. So on the individual family level, that's pretty much what we're looking at. Who we can see, and then how that care is accessed in case of the PPO. And of course, there's a cost difference between the two. Kaiser versus Blue Shield of California for Medicare gets a little more interesting. Because really, there are two different avenues for Medicare we have to look at for coverage to wrap around the traditional risk of just having Medicare by itself, which we covered in another video. There are Medicare supplements, which are like PPO plans. You can see any Medicare provider. You can refer yourself out. You're not locked into an area. You can go anywhere across the United States, actually. There, it's basically Shield because Kaiser doesn't participate in that market. On the Advantage side, which is HMO, they both participate, and it's very different. Kaiser is the biggest HMO in the state. So Advantage plans are kind of bread and butter for them. They're good at that. And in fact, in most areas, they're ranked very well. You have to remain within the Kaiser network if you go with a Kaiser HMO plan. For most people, they already know if they like Kaiser or they don't like Kaiser. With Blue Shield, they also offer Advantage plans. They tend to be more competitive when we're looking at special needs plans. So if you already have Medi-Cal, if you have chronic illnesses, if you want PPO, or if you want broader network Advantage plans, Shield is being competitive there. And we're watching to see if they become more competitive with time in your traditional straight HMO model. But for right now, that's where they operate well for the Advantage side of things. Again, Medicare, it comes down to who you want to see, Kaiser versus contract out direct with different hospitals and private doctors. Blue Shield of California versus Kaiser for small group, which is 1 to 100 employees. How do we compare the two? We kind of don't have to, depending on your situation. Because usually it's Kaiser for certain employees. They've been with them all their lives. They might have been born there. They want to stay with Kaiser. And then other employees, they have relationships with existing or private doctors and hospitals. They want to stay there. The best approach has been the Kaiser wrap, where we essentially can offer Kaiser and Shield side by side now. And then you can even pick the amount of money you're going to contribute to an employee's plan based on a given plan. For example, a Kaiser Silver plan. You can say we're going to pay 75% of that plan, and then we create a worksheet for employees where it shows all the plans, Kaiser and Shield, even PPO, even HSA, and even HMO within Shield. And then they can pick and choose what they want. If they want to go with Kaiser, great, it'll be a little less expensive. If they want a Blue Shield PPO, it's going to be richer, it'll be more expensive, but it's worth it to them because that's what they want. And you lock in your contribution. Your budget is secured, but your employees have complete choice in terms of which way to go. Reach out to us about the Kaiser wrap. That is by far the best option to combine the two and offer a full package.